And we're back with more Jolly Cooperation.
Oh, yeah.
How many people do you think see this
None.
series
None. Oh, you were going to continue. Go on.
and actually understand that that's a Dark Souls reference?
Probably more than you'd think. Was that answer vague enough?
Well, because I thought I made it as obvious as humanly possible in the first episode.
Well, you can only... Oh, I forget if these are electrocuted or... Oh, yeah, they are. Okay.
The walking pickle guys.
Yeah.
She has got a schnoz.
It does. I'm going to go
That
inside
is,
here.
She looks
Oh,
like
I
an
don't
Easter
have
Island head.
Okay. Don't have enough money for that, so we'll come back later.
You gotta get the money, money, money.
Oh, yes.
Na 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 na, money, money, money.
Something lyrics.
Na 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 na. Na na.
Attack was... Oh, no! Ah! Signage attack failed.
It wasn't very effective. Oh man.
I got that Dark Souls reference.
God damn it, Turk.
What?
Don't worry, that's not going to become the Ross. Or don't rip off game rooms quite that much.
In the hole. There we go. Heal me, shiny thing.
That,
It's a woman.
does it have, like, feelers?
It has antennae
Antenna?
and wings.
So they went for more of a butterfly motif than a
Yes.
weird naked lady that Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time did.
And they kind of both. Right there. That was kind of both.
She was at least clearly wearing something.
Ah. Damn it. Squid. Hey, it's a house.
They're called Octoroks, thank you.
Oh, it's an old man. Hi, old man. I'm gonna steal your heart.
He's very red. I believe he's been eating too many tomatoes.
He is Sahara Hasala.
The sword of evil's bane. Do you really want to find it?
Yeah.
Good. As a test, can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace? If you bring it here, I will tell you more of the legend and give you a magical artifact.
Ooh, I like magic.
He's gonna freak your mind.
I believe it.
This is... I presume that Chris Angel has to be doing something still, like
Oh, I can't jump down from there.
like
That
a
is
Vegas
the-
show or something.
Oh no! Oh,
'Cause, I mean,
no.
Mind Freak is long since done. They already had their American Idol for magicians, where he was a judge. Where Chris Angel completely wrecked one guy's trick, basically just to promote his next special.
That's awful.
Well, he did this trick. The guy was like, the trick had this story behind it about how he was in contact with some spirits who were going to tell him. I think it was he had a line of nail guns,
Yes.
and
Okay.
one of them was loaded.
Okay.
He didn't know which one, but the spirits were going to tell him which one.
I
And
see.
so he looks at him and just goes down the road, like pulling all the triggers on his head. Then he takes the second to last one, and then at the last second switches and shoots the one he just took away from his head, and that's the one the nail was in.
I see.
And so he did it flawlessly, and it was a pretty impressive trick. But then Chris Angel goes, "Yeah, so can your spirit friends tell you which one of these 3 envelopes has something in it?"
That's
And
kind of a douche move.
the guy pretty much said, "Really? You're gonna be this level of dicketry?" Because I guess Chris Angel has something against, like... What I was told was that he has something against, like, adding any kind of, like, ghost or spiritual thing into it.
I see.
Still doesn't make it less of a dick move. But then he was like, "It has tickets to my new show, this in it."
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, you just freaked my mind as to how big of a douchebag someone can be.
I want to be your friend. Thank you.
That said, I was once super proud of myself because I figured out how he did one of his magic tricks
Yeah.
without looking at an online guide. Basically, he was just at he was at a dinner table and they were like, everyone was going to do a magic trick, so he made the salt shaker disappear.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I know how you did that.
Figured it out.
That's way too long of an inside joke to go over on here.
I got the bomba.
And then I worked at summer camp, and whenever we needed 10 minutes to get ready for the next activity, I would do that magic trick to amuse the kids, amongst other tricks.
See, if I touch this thing, the old man will talk to me. But he's irritating, so I'm not going to talk to him.
Link, now is not the time to use that.
Okay. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to ignore just about everything. Yeah, it is locked. If I had the big key, I could open it.
I mean, you gotta grind out that lock-picking skill somehow. Did you find any hairpins?
Don't know why they have to be so sizist.
It's not the size that counts.
Ah, if only I had magic powder.
Oh no!
I found out a secret.
You found a little secrety place?
If you use magic powder on those flaming skulls, which are known as bubbles, the bubble will turn into a fairy.
Does the bubble turn into a fairy, or is there a fairy in the bubble that you're, like, setting free?
Ooh, pretty sure the magic powder is turning it into a fairy. Pretty sure.
So the magic powder turns into a fairy. You then use the fairy to grant yourself more life.
Yes.
What would happen if you just ate the magic powder?
You see, I think it is the combination of magic powder plus bubble of death equals life.
Ah, I see.
No, that's alive. Well, that didn't last long.
What was that? I know it started as a Flash game, but there's an iPhone app for it where you would have to like combine two elements to make a third element. So you'd start with like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Was that Doodle God?
Doodle God, because then you'd combine Earth and Fire to make lava, and then you could combine lava and wind to make like
Stone.
And you just kept getting more and more elements to combine with the others, but eventually it would just turn into try everything with everything.
Yeah.
Because the logic behind the combinations just got really dumb.
Yep.
And that's why we don't play iPhone games on this show.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Also, I have no idea how to record them. So, yeah. Now, is this one of those Zelda games where the item you find in the dungeon is crucial to beating the boss? Or is it one of those that tries to, like, trick you and...
Not always. Where we just got the bow and arrow here, and it is not essential to beat the boss.
I believe with the original Legend of Zelda, you could actually beat pretty much the entire game without the Master Sword, or without the sword. Like, using only the bow and arrow.
That sounds right.
Well, because when I was playing through Majora's Mask, maybe it was Ocarina of Time, I know a water temple was involved. I tried to see if the local library had the strategy guide, because I was dumb like that. And it turned out that one of the libraries that you could order books from in the area did have a Legend of Zelda strategy guide. But it was for the original Legend of Zelda.
Ah.
Which I was like, well, this isn't what I was looking for, but it's, it's still kind of interesting.
Neat.
Because the cover art was actually super odd.
Okay.
Like, Link was basically dressed like a crusader.
Oh, yeah.
He looked absolutely nothing like you imagine Link does. But I believe it said in the strategy guide, if you want an extra challenge, you can beat most of the game without using a sword. You have to use the Master Sword to beat Ganon. But you can get through the rest. Oh wow, that was some.
It wasn't as hard as it looked.
Oh, okay. I was about to be super impressed there. Glad you nipped that one in the bud.
Yeah. I'm not going to take credit for something that wasn't that impressive.
Good thing I know the secret technique of my people. And we'll talk about more secret techniques next time on Jolly Cooperation. Oh god, the one-eyed monsters. We'll talk about it next time on Jolly Cooperation.